If you've been following my channel for some time now, you probably know that we like to do our own design of our own terrains. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Unity's idea to create terrains as easy as possible. And here it is. It's called Unity Terrain Tools. It's a preview package that you can download. I have the version 3.0.2. I don't think it matters that much, but what does matter is the tools that come with it. So by default, you should have all these tools added to your already powerful tools. So what this adds is the sculpt, effect, erosion, and transform. But what it also adds is these brushes. Now these brushes are super helpful. What I'm gonna do now is demonstrate how these brushes can create you a nice looking mountain within like 2 minutes. Okay, here's our base for our mountain. What we can do now is select one of these other brushes, like this for example, that has like a canal to it, and what you can do is holding down the key S, you can change the size of it. Holding the key D, you can change the rotation of it, and holding the key S, you can change the strength of it. What I'm gonna do is keep the strength relatively down, and what I'm gonna do is carve something like a canal to it. So what I'm gonna do is hold Control to it, and now we can see it adds a little canal to it. What you can do is try all these different brushes, and with this terrain tools, the sky is basically the limit. So after you've modeled your base terrain, what you can do afterwards is paint these textures. And what the terrain tools does is add us all these attributes for the brush size and the brush rotations. But what it also adds is these materials. So what you can do is select one of these materials, and then you can change the metallic, which doesn't look as cool. And then you can obviously change the smoothness. But what is most important is that when you add these terrains, so you add a rock texture, and then using these keys to change the brush size, what you can do is go to where you think a rock texture could be, change the strength of it to a relatively low number, and then simply just paint the rock texture. Then afterwards, what you can do is kind of mix these textures together. So I'm gonna add another layer. I'm gonna add this moss layer. I'm gonna bring the strength all the way down, and then I'm gonna just paint the texture to it. So what we have in here is a relatively nice looking terrain in a matter of minutes. Now to add the finishing touches to this landscape, what we can do is navigate to our Sun Temple prefab, navigate to natural, and select one of these bushes. So simply drag and drop this bush, change the size of it, and now what we have is a bush growing up on the side of this cliff. Now obviously you can add as many of these as you want. So using these brushes, you can build this nice looking terrain in a matter of minutes. So I know this is a short tutorial, but I wanted to show you guys this cool asset that you can download from the asset store. So I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next tutorials.